What's up, YouTube? Told you guys I'd make an update video down the road, and this is that video. If you haven't been around the channel, summer of 2023, I was struggling over what I should get for the family to enjoy together. We ride motorcycles, but we can't all do that on the same level because I have two small kids. Thought I was going to get a side-by-side. Really thought that was going to have to go with was a four-seater side-by-side for $15,000 or $20,000. Somebody put the Jeep, planted the Jeep seat in my head, started doing some research. Wasn't a whole lot out there on YouTube, but from what I could tell, the Jeep might be our best bet. Got the Jeep, $3,800, 2000 TJ, 300 and some thousand miles on the body, 150 on the engine. This video, I'm going to tell you if I'm happy with that choice or not. Long story short, guys, I'm happy with it, and I've become a Jeep person. I never thought that would happen ever, but I guess growing up, I always heard my elders around me talk about what pieces of junk Jeeps were and how they would break and they would roll over. And yeah, I mean, okay, some of that's true. They're not the most reliable road vehicles ever, but it's not nearly as bad as people make it out to. The elders around me made it out to be when I was a kid. And what I didn't realize is how freaking capable they are off-road, especially in the dry, and just how much fun they are. For $3,800, me and the fam have had so much fun in this little Jeep. Best thing about it is I got this thing that was pretty much already set up. Already had the lift, the 35s, the winch. What all did I do to it? It was yellow. I spent $70. Plasti dipped it tan. I put the high lift jack on it. I've done some suspension stuff, well, some chassis stuff, track bar, steering stabilizer, wheel bearing, things like that, but nothing too crazy. I did put this bumper on the back, but we've taken this thing and we've driven it. We drive it into town, we drive it on trails, we drive it on back roads. We can really do about anything we want in it. I haven't taken it further on a trip than about 90 minutes in one direction, just because it is an old Jeep. But yeah, we love it, and we haven't been bummed that we didn't buy a side-by-side for 1 second. What do we like about this more than the side-by-side? Well, we tested some side-by-sides, put the fam in them. We come out of our driveway and just go cruising down the hardtop here, barely even giving it any throttle, and the things are so loud, we couldn't even talk to each other. I mean, it was ridiculous. And in this thing, you don't have that problem. You can hold a conversation. This one's a little bit older, but in the new Jeeps you can't even hardly hear them running. So it's quiet, it's comfortable, it's just a lot of fun. The side-by-side is high maintenance, especially if you're going to spend a lot of time on the hard road. It's high maintenance. This is low maintenance. Oil changes. Eventually you have bearings and chassis stuff go out, and you just fix it, and it's nothing's really gonna break the bank. Okay. For example, the only time I really got stranded in this thing, we had a pulley seize up and it smoked the belt and then broke another pulley, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I come from the power sports world. I thought, man, this is going to set me back $300 or $400, blah, blah, blah. I fixed it all for like 60 bucks. Parts on Amazon, 60 bucks. It was ridiculous. And that just further solidified it for me. But as far as any other problems I've had, some of the stuff I've replaced, track bar and steering stabilizer, I've had some bolts fall out, because apparently the bolts on these things have to be much, much tighter than things in the power sports world. I've figured that out. So we're just cranking stuff down. Now this Jeep doesn't have air conditioning. The heat didn't really work that good when I got it, but got the heat working. You don't really need the air conditioning because in the heat of the summer, you normally have the top off of it anyway. we added these fans, which do a really good job for slow crawling in the summer. Really help out. We're gonna put 2 more in the back for the kids. All right, so fitting kids in the back of the TJ. We've got a 6-year-old and 2-year-old. We've got a booster seat and a car seat back there. So yeah, there's plenty of room for the kids when they're back here, but you're not going to be able to, a tall person is not going to be able to comfortably put their seat as far back as they want. And it's, if you got infants, it's really a pain to try to lift them. It's really a pain to try to lift them in and out of the side. It's easier in the summer when we have all this off. We actually lift the baby in through the side. So just keep that in mind. And it kind of worked out for us because where this Jeep is older anyway, it's not something that we would travel super far in. It's going to be more of just a trail Jeep. I'm going to actually trailer it. I've got a trailer I'm going to restore over there. I'm going to trailer it most places, anywhere further than probably an hour. But this $3,800 Jeep was just enough to let us know we really enjoy Jeeping. And now we're on the hunt for a 4-door, you know, JKU or a Gladiator or something like that. Something with a true 4 doors that we can get the kids in and out of easy. A little more reliable with air conditioning. So I just encourage you, you know, if you're on the fence about Jeep or side-by-side, don't hesitate. There's plenty of decent Jeeps out there that are affordable, that you can get without getting stuck in some ridiculous payment. So just grab one and try it. But bottom line is, after a year, are we happy that we went with the old Jeep instead of the new side-by-side? And yeah, I'd have to say we are. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.